Robust content. That's right. It is robust.
Robust urban garlic flavor.
We are on day 2 of DSP trying to play GTA 4, the Ballad of Gay Tony DLC with mods. He actually got the game running this time around, but he got stuck on a certain level, so he had to shelve it yet again, and that may be it for the playthrough because Phil has no idea how to use mods. So let's see what Phil does instead.
We gave it a try. Base GTA 4 worked fine. I don't think we can go back to this until it works, you know, but I don't even, how would you test it fully with mods? You don't know. So, yeah, we're shot for tonight, I guess. What can you do? I'm sorry, everyone, I tried. At least hopefully you got a good laugh out of this video. All right. Well, folks, here's the deal. I still have another hour to hang out with you on stream. I don't know what we want to do. We can't play GTA 4. I have to use the bathroom, though. So I got to take like a quick 5-minute break. And then when I come back, I guess we'll just determine what we want to do. You know, this sucks. This legit is just twice we tried to do this now, and the dang thing just won't work. Like, I don't know what else I could possibly do besides, again, having more people work on it, but it's like, how many streams do we mess with this to get it to work? Look, I even had a light show for Gay Tony and everything, how excited I was. Sheesh. I would say I would play the new game, but it's not out yet. Cronus, it doesn't come out yet. It's installed on Steam, but it's not unlocked yet. I don't know when it unlocks. Let me see if it's there yet. No, it just says coming September 5th. It hasn't updated yet. Sucks. All right. I did get a $3 tip from Chocoboko. I just got here. The first thing I see is a golf cart flipping into another dimension. Yes, the DLC is broken with the mods. We got it to work, and then we got to this mission, and this mission, apparently golf carts don't work in the DLC. So, it sucks. There's nothing else we can do. I mean, I'll do whatever you guys want. I'm serious, but I got to use the bathroom quick. So, what do you want to do? You want to watch some clips quick? Here, watch some highlight clips really quick while I'm in the bathroom. I'll be back in like 5 minutes, and then we will do whatever you guys want for another hour, okay?
Those clips are like the worst thing ever, and you know if you've been to Phil's streams, he's probably played them over on loop so many times that you've probably seen them over 100 times in the past months since he has those in place.
He has completely, crashed and not worked. I know this really sucks. Now, the thing is, I would love to play Chronos for you, but it's not unlocked yet. It says, oh, come September 5th. So because of that, I can't even download the game to install it and play it. I was good thinking we could do that tonight. That won't work. So people are saying American Truck Simulator. There's 2 reasons we can't do that. Number 1, I don't have any drinks that are chilled.
Wow, Phil will only play a game for you if it means he gets to drink. What is that? In all seriousness, he should have played Truck Sim on Tuesday and say, hey, if we get an extra 150 on top of what we already have, I will bring Truck Sim back on a weekly basis. That would have been smarter than sitting there and troubleshooting and doing a Q&A session where you only made $16.
So I don't have anything I can drink during it. And number 2, it takes too long to set up the wheel and everything. That would be like 10 minutes of setting up. I mean, I got to be gone in less than an hour. There's no point. We won't even get one job done. Okay?
Phil, you don't need a wheel to play Truck Sim. What is with you and all the aesthetic things? We're not in the random setup time because you have the stream prepared. We are in disaster stream moment. Try to cobble something together and make things work. Do what your fans want. Stop shooting down suggestions.
No, uninstalling the game and reinstalling it does not wipe the mods. That's not how it works. Wrong.
From my experience with modding, it's only like Pokemon and stuff, so there's a patch and then there's the ROM and you just patch the ROM. And then I have some other GameCube games that I modded, but I think that was a patch too. With DSP, I think his mods may be a little more in-depth than that, but it makes me wonder if he could download multiple files of the game.
Cast and chill. Cast and chill.
So those are 2 games that Phil has wage quit. Cast and Chill only lasted 1 stream. It premiered and then it ended immediately.
I don't know what you want to do. We could play CVS 2 for an hour, but I think most of the crowd's going to leave if I do that, right? I think most of you are going to take off if I start playing CVS 2 tonight.
Yeah, but they may take off anyway if you keep stalling and do nothing.
I think people are going to come here tomorrow for Friday Night Fights. They'll want it, but I don't think I'm going to retain much viewership for CBS2 tonight. Danzak did a $5 super chat, says, what about SilkSong? Again, I don't have enough time to really learn it. What's going to happen is if I play SilkSong, I'll play it for like less than an hour, and then we're out of time and I can't play any further. So it's going to suck. It's not going to be enough to even get into the game.
Just a reminder, just because he says he doesn't have time, that's complete nonsense. He doesn't run a radio show where he's kicked off the air. He can stream for as long as he wants.
Seriously, like it's going to be, what it's going to be is a blue balls tease. You're like, oh, and then I'm out of time already. So, you know, it's just going to piss everybody off. Seriously, I know it will.
Yeah, apparently playing a game for only 50 minutes is not good enough for Phil. Because you know why? He really wants to milk premieres. Why he eventually went with SilkSong, I have no idea. Maybe a whale got in his ear. Because what happens is he does hit the goal, but it's exactly 150.
So thank you, Danzak, for the super chat. We're now up to 73 of support.
Wow, so for a 50-minute premiere of a game, he got less than $77. That's very soft. You should have just played Truck Sim without the wheel.
No, I already played Cast and Chill Save as GTA. No one liked it. Everyone hated on the game and said, don't play it.
I don't necessarily think they hated the game. I just think they didn't want you to play it. Or, you know, Only Ice Coffee probably didn't like it and didn't wail out on it, so it didn't hit the goal. Because it made like 60 bucks. It wasn't a complete disaster, but yeah, there wasn't much enthusiasm because it was basically you just saying, hey guys, I wore the hat. Give me money.
Yeah, I don't know what you want to do. Is there stuff you guys want me to react to? React to some clips and things? I really don't know. We talk about other stuff too.
Like, it's so obvious, just play Truck Sim and try to hit the goal, but no, he's gonna do the premiere of SilkSong. I mean, if Only Ice Coffee likes it, it will continuously hit goals, but if this was out of pity, he's gonna be sorely mistaken.
Like I said, ATS cannot work. It would not work. It takes too long to set up and I don't have anything to drink. So there's no point to doing that.
Now, how much you want to bet if we did a full camera sweep of his office, there would probably be some alcohol in there, including the closet. It's like he's making up these random excuses, like you don't need the wheel to play the game. But then again, we were talking about the guy who on the very same day wasted over an hour of his audience's time on RGB lights. So yeah, he thinks people probably pay up for the wheel.
Also, the problem is, well, I guess look at it this way. If we can't get GTA to work, then maybe SilkSong is in the cards, right? If GTA will not work with these mods, then we might just not play it and just do SilkSong.
I don't get why he just doesn't do the other DLC that GTA 4 has. They paid for one DLC. If you can't get the mods to work on it, either play it without mods or do the other DLC. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out.
Here it is. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know it was Game Pass. You guys want to see me play an hour of SilkSong? I'll play an hour of SilkSong. If you guys will stick around and hang out and watch and support the stream, I'll play an hour of SilkSong.
So Phil, what will happen if they say yes, but they actually don't support? Are you going to freak out on your daily rap about it?
Well, I want you guys to, I don't want people to now complain and be like, oh, he's doing SilkSong. Oh, SilkSong. Oh, why is he doing SilkSong? Now that you're all asking for it all day, because that's exactly what you did with Metal Gear Solid. He said, he's not playing Metal Gear Solid. I can't believe he's going to play SilkSong instead of Metal Gear Solid. He has to play Metal Gear Solid. So I said, all right, I'll play Metal Gear Solid. I start playing Metal Gear Solid. You guys are like, where's SilkSong? He's not playing SilkSong? I can't believe he's not playing SilkSong.
All right, if he's talking about the Kick chat, you know how it is. But if he's talking about the YouTube chat, Phil, there's always going to be people that disagree with you. You could do the same thing, and you could have one person extremely like it for that reason, and then have another person extremely dislike it for that reason. That's just how it works. You just got to go figure it out on your own, where the money is and where the support will come.
Well, at the same time, there you go. I'll have Metal Gear and SilkSong running at the same time. I play them simultaneously. Now that would be an accomplishment. There you go.
Yeah, this guy streams games 12 times a week, and somehow he has way too many games that he can't complete all of them. I don't get it. He acts like he's a TV network that has too many primetime shows that they have to send something to the dead slot time.
All right, I'm downloading SilkSong now, but we're not going to have a lot of time to play it. It's going to be like a half an hour to 40 minutes of SilkSong. I am downloading SilkSong. It's almost done.
You know, he actually played this game for 50 minutes, a little bit longer, so my guess is he's going to try and wrangle out more donations by telling his fans, hey, I stayed late for you.
I'm going to get art for it right now. I can't put a logo or anything on the art, but I will get basic art for the stream right now.
Because of course, that's exactly what you need to be doing at the moment. It's like he thinks the whale that he needs tonight is not there yet, so he's like, okay, I'll just change the thumbnail just in case if they weren't interested in GTA 4. Maybe they'll like SilkSong, and maybe they'll shower me with riches. Come on, Only Iced Coffee, it's your time to shine.
Here goes this right here. That's the wrong aspect ratio. I always love when I try to get art for the stream or for the thumbnail, and half of these things are the wrong aspect ratio. Who the f made them? Why did you make art that's not 16:9? Like, what is this ratio? And where did you get it from?
I don't know, Phil. Not every aspect ratio is meant to be on a TV screen or a YouTube thumbnail. Just saying.
Where did this art come from? Why is it the wrong ratio? Okay, great. Not even a format I can save. Yeah, totally not a format I can save. Well, I'll do this then.
Once again, Phil is not respecting his audience's time because he thinks that nobody's gonna shell out money for SilkSong, so he wants to attract a whale.
At this point, unless these people who help me with the mods can figure this out, I think we might just forget Ballad Gay Tony. Is it really worth all this effort and time we're wasting? This has been 2 entire streams wasted on this, and it doesn't work. All right, so let's do this.
Yep, once again, he overpromised and underdelivered, and even though the other DLC is fine and he dangled the Ballad of Gay Tony as a carrot and a stick for his audience, he's not even going to put the minimum amount of effort to try and improve it. Like, just play the other DLC.
All right, are we all ready? All right, let's play SilkSong. Now, I hope you guys are not full of and you actually wanted to see me play this, and you're actually going to stick around, and you're actually going to, you know, engage in support with this, because you all yelled at me.
Phil is unlocking his inner passive-aggressive man right here. He's making it seem like he was the victim even though he was too lazy to beta test the DLC. Come on, Phil, this is on you. It's not your fans' job to tip you when your plans go awry. Yeah, they could be trolling you, but it's more likely that you just think everybody's a troll. And even if they don't support the game because they don't have cash on them, what does that have to do with you? It's not like a secret trolling thing to derail it, especially if it's your YouTube commenters.
You viciously yelled and screamed and said I was wrong, and I'm a moron, and I'm an idiot, and I may be all of those things, but I'm just trying to give the people what they want, you understand?
What is with this woe is me self-pity garbage? He really likes milking the sympathy, doesn't he?
All right, everybody. It's time to try Hollow Knight SilkSong. Hold on. My gamepad is off. Blaze from Team Cherry. Yummy. Cherries are delicious. This game saves data automatically. That's good. This is perfect. It's fitting the screen. Okay. Which is hilarious because every game I've ever done has always fit the screen except Metal Gear Solid Delta. That one didn't. But every other game I've ever played has fit the screen. All right. SilkSong it is.
Yeah, I'm not watching the gameplay of this. This is how I keep my sanity in Phil land. Instead, we're going to jump to the end of the stream and see what he has to say about Gay Tony.
So, all right, so it saves, right? We saved now that we sat down. So this is where we will adjourn. I would love to hear everyone's thoughts. What did you think of my first taste of Hollow Knight SilkSong?
He doesn't even bother to lower or mute the guy singing in the background. It's like hard to even make out what Phil is saying.
Let me know. Leave some comments on the video. It seems like those here on the stream liked it. Keep in mind this was not planned. This was completely impromptu because another playthrough was not working out with mods. So, you know, let's see how it goes. But so far, so good. I hope you enjoy. And we'll see what happens in the future if you guys want it or not. All right, excellent. Let me know. Peace out. Okay. So to be honest, everyone, I like it, and I have the feeling I will like it. The problem is, will you? And when I say that, I mean, I like Metroidvanias. But you guys usually don't. When I've tried playing Metroidvanias before, they don't work. And then everyone complains that I'm playing a boring game where you have to backtrack a ton. And then I get slow streams and almost no support. Now, tonight was the opposite. But I think that's because you guys were really craving to see me try that game. So I'm glad I did. But will that continue? That's the question. If I put SilkSong into the rotation as a playthrough, if you guys continue to come back, I will play it. Okay?
It's just slowly turning into every game needs to hit 150 or I'm wage quitting it. That's a good way to hit goals all the time, Philip. Like, he doesn't see that there's a huge possibility where he'd be quitting 4 to 6 games a week doing that. But hey, if you have 80 games to play at the same time, like how Phil alleges, maybe he'll clean up what he needs to be doing.
To be honest, I don't know if we're gonna get the Ballad of Gay Tony working at this point. It doesn't look too good. It looks like we're gonna keep having problems no matter what. So, you know, maybe we do need something in the rotation here to fill that spot, correct? So, all right, everybody. Well, thank you for what was a great day, and I apologize that the day didn't go as planned yet again, right? But hey, no, it still says coming September 5th. I have Chronos on Steam. It won't let me download it or do anything with the game yet. Sucks. But we'll be playing that tomorrow. All right. By the way, thank you, Missing Throper, for a 20 knock super chat. Said, yeah, that's the equivalent of about $2. So thank you, Missing Throper, for that. All right. So, folks, again, my apologies that today did not go well. In regards to Ballad of Gay Tony, that's 2 attempts. You know, I'll maybe try one more time, but at this point, I think maybe we should just say, why not do other games, right? And if SilkSong is the game, then maybe that's what we do. Maybe we just say, forget Ballad of Gay Tony, and we just play SilkSong instead. Right? So it would be SilkSong, Metal Gear, Gears of War campaign, and Suikoden with some fighting games thrown in there. Sounds like a good lineup, doesn't it?
He puts way too much emphasis on the lineup of games that he is playing instead of the personality of Philip Paul Burnell. Maybe because Darkside Phil is just lacking so much that he needs those games to provide credibility to what he's doing, which is essentially not talking unless he's panhandling.
Guys, thank you for a great night. The good impromptu swap worked, and I appreciate that.
Yep, so it sounds like Phil knows Only Iced Coffee was the whale or something like that, and it sounds like SilkSong is going to stay in the rotation. GTA 4, thank you all the idiots who paid for the DLC. You got scammed. He won't even play the other DLC.
So what a weird night. I'm going to have one hilariously broken part of Ballad of Gay Tony, and then we're going to have the first part of SilkSong going live on the channel. That's going to be weird. So give it a look overnight.
Yeah, that is extremely unorthodox for a Let's Play gamer, but let's be real. Most Let's Players usually play a game in full before moving on to the next one. Phil's a variety streamer, so he doesn't do that, so all of his on-demand stuff is out of order and basically sloppy. It's like, just leave the live streams up.
And by the way, Narrett says you can't convince me he's not dyeing his hair. Hold on. Okay, I guess I'm gonna turn off the effects. If you take a look closely, you can see all my grays. See them? There they are. See them? Those are my grays right there. It's that the camera doesn't catch them. But I have all grays. My whole head here has grays in it. The camera doesn't really catch it that well, but there are, and even up here, these are grays up there, mixed in with my hair. Yeah, I don't dye my hair. If I dyed my hair, I would have no grays. They're in there.
Still, but the thing is, you can dye your hair and then your roots will grow back in. And people think that you dye your hair because your beard is all gray and black, but your hair looks black for the most part. I don't necessarily think you do. I know one time apparently there was like hair grease on the back of your chair, but has anybody ever looked at Keemstar's beard? That's an example of somebody dyeing their beard because it's very thick, luscious black.
See? Okay. So tomorrow. Ooh, look, I'm transparent. Hold on. Have a good night. And by the way, no lighting problems tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace out. See you then. Bye-bye.
Yeah, because we really need to refer to that disaster again. So 2 of his streams in one day were derailed by Phil himself. Great job, Phil. You're doing an awesome job at being a live streamer. Totally see the 17 plus years of experience being a content creator at work here. Yeah, I really don't get how this man thinks. How he can survive the way he does, living day to day on the charity of people deciding to tip him or not. But it's still going strong. It may be dwindling, but it's dwindling at a very slow glacial pace. What do I know? Maybe Phil has this in the bag banked in already. So here I was ready to end the video without looking at any of the SilkSong stuff. But then I saw on Twitter that Roger made an appearance on DSP streams. So I'm like, yeah, let's check this out. Let's see what happens. And for whatever reason, YouTube wants me to upload like videos that are 25-minute plus long. I don't know why. It's probably because of watch time. So time to pad this baby out. Philip Paul Burnell has just returned from a 10-minute alleged bathroom break. Don't blame me. Everything becomes questionable when it's Phil.
Thank you so much, Vasil. 1313 super chat and says, I'm looking forward to this gameplay. Well, it's going to be a very short segment, but if people like it, then we will continue to play the game. We'll see how this goes tonight, okay?
What he doesn't get is by threatening to wage quit every single game is going to cause a lack of trust from his audience. And it's going to implode on him one day.
All I know is we weren't going to have time for this. People said they didn't want it. They wanted me to play other games. And then I told everyone I'm not playing it, and everyone yelled at me for a week. Well, it's got to be better than that game I just played by Team Banana. It was called Donkey Kong Bonanza, and it stunk. Well, Princess Luna has done a whopping $30 super chat. Says, you know, I came for Gay Tony. I'm pleasantly surprised that you're playing SilkSong. Did I miss something? Yeah, Gay Tony wouldn't work. We once again ran into bugs with the mods, and we kept getting warped into another dimension.
Wait, so Princess Luna said she came for Gay Tony, but has no idea what happened. By this point, DSP changed the thumbnail and the title. This sounds very fishy to me. To me, it feels like Phil called Only Iced Coffee during his break and told him to give him some money.
So we gave up, and I said what people wanted. They said this. So here we are. Thank you for the support. Appreciate that, Princess Luna. Thank you so much. Okay. This game is a mere 20 bucks if you want to buy it, or it's on Game Pass.
Content enjoyer. Wow, Only Iced Coffee. You're the only one.
Thank you, Content Enjoyer, for a $20 super chat. It says W SilkSong. Thank you, Content Enjoyer. Well, thank you, Dark Maggot, for 5 gifted memberships tonight. Let's get those up on the leaderboard before I forget. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's 15 bucks of support. So, have we? Does that mean we have? I think so. Well, folks, that means that for this little trial of SilkSong, guess what? We hit our support goal. So thank you for being here. I know this was incredibly impromptu, having a game with mods not work. And I said, let's just do this on the fly for your request, and we did it. So far, so good. I wonder if you guys will like it. But thank you guys for watching SilkSong, and thank you for supporting it tonight. I really appreciate that, especially when something's on the fly and you don't know if it's going to work. Thank you guys so much. Okay.
Wow, what a celebration that was, Phil. It's almost like Only Iced Coffee was told to give you lots of money through different stocks, and he did so. You sounded really excited. Like, what's going on here, man? This don't make any sense. Alright, everybody, thank you for joining on this journey of his Disaster GTA 4 Ballad of Gay Tony DLC stream. I hope you let me know what you thought about the video in the comments, and like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time with more 220 action.
The world is a confusing, weird place for me. I'm just a babe in the woods. I don't know what's happening, okay?